Hi. Hello there, boys and girls. And let's talk about it. Steph Curry. The shimmy. The shake and bake. The pull up for three. That's Steph. That's Steph Curry. That's the one. Now, what's up, Lloyd King? So anyhow, let's get to it. Steph Curry. Shake and bake himself. Hold on. Where are all the people at? Uh-oh, they didn't send the spies in here. They didn't send the spies. Nasty things lurking in the dark. We see you. Now, let's talk about it. Steph Curry recently did an interview to speak out about him being the first player tested. I'm quite sure many of you have seen this interview right now. But if not, let me be the first to enlighten you. Oh, John's back again after taking L out the L. That's okay, John. You're the Atlanta Hawks of this situation. One day you'll win it, right? You'll be right one day. You ever see a troll that really don't have anything to say? They just be like out there. You'd be like, man, poor John. He just don't even know how to troll. Like you make trolls look bad. Trolls be like, man, dude, have your stuff backed up, ready to go. You just saying stuff now. You making us trolls look bad. I got like 3-4 insults lined up. Then I got some B insults lined up. Other trolls are mad, boy. Looking bad out here, son. Now, 1 second, the show will begin. I just want to make sure everybody's getting their notification because a lot of people are telling me they have not. So I get it, you know. Let's get busy. Notifications have been set. You might be right, John. I don't know. But you know what I'm not finna do? Not finna go to them to find out. I'm gonna self-medicate. Take care of myself. How you're doing? So Steph goes out and makes a statement, and the whole world stands still. You know, whenever Steph Curry talks, it's like the skies part, the sun comes down, and he can say no wrong. And he's like, that night on March 6th, I started to feel sick. The fever set in. First at 100, then 101. My first thought was, what are the chances? Could this really happen? After 9 months of waiting to go back on the court, my broken hand, 2 surgeries, I just wanted to play. But the threat of this mystery virus locked me in my bedroom to protect everyone I cared about: wife, kids, teammates, fans. That's what he said. Then he said, thankfully, my test came back negative. But that experience hit me, and it hit me hard. Now, who remembers the individual who took all the abuse when I told you Steph Curry had it? Who was the one to tell you? Who was the one that told you that the #1 player, biggest personality in all of sports had it when they were being quiet and they wasn't saying a word? Who was the one to tell you Steph had it? And everybody jumped down my throat. They did ninja flips out of the grass, back flips with blades. He does not have it. Don't you say it. Ah! They did not say he had it. I was like, dude, I'm telling you, everybody's telling me, I got sources, he got it. Why you think they went to immediate shutdown? They went like media, no media. Immediately, before anybody. I was like, dude, can't you read the signs? The boy got it. He's right now in isolation. And that's how I knew, because somebody told me from there. You think I'm just going to come out and say Steph Curry? I would say the 12th man on the bench before I say Steph Curry. I said Steph Curry. Because it was known. It had leaked out, and that's when the NBA went in panic mode, start banning the press. Then Rudy got it, and they shut it all down. Shut everything down. We don't care what's happening. Pull the plug. We got to close everything down. Because that's when they realized it was real. Believe it or not, people, I have people out there in the world that love what I do. And it's like, you know what I love about you, man, is that you speak the truth from the heart. You're not malicious. But they do have dude, you go a little too hard on LeBron, man. He ain't that bad. I'd be like, he ain't. And it's funny because one of the persons who used to defend LeBron a lot, LeBron got him fired. LeBron screwed him over in a way. I ain't gonna tell you what happened because that's some personal stuff. But LeBron did something like really dirty, and it ended up costing that man a job or some money he lost. And that guy used to defend LeBron all the time. So LeBron, if you're watching this, you screwed over some people that was in your corner. And all I told him was, told you about him. Told you so. Oh, I'm not the guy that don't like to tell you I told you so. I love to tell you I told you so. Because then I tell you we were going to arrive at this point with Steph Curry when y'all was telling me he ain't got it. They gave him the shot. They went and gave Steph Curry the shot in San Diego. The question you need to be asking is, how is he back already so quick? Why is he back in a couple of days? Because he really wasn't back. They kept him in isolation for over a week. They monitored him and they caught it early. They got it out of his system as much as they can. They put him out in public and let him do that little press conference thing. And they held him right on out of there and got him right back in isolation. He was locked in his bedroom in the house because they couldn't put him anywhere in isolation. The press would have been all over. So he had to isolate himself in the house and stay in one room. They retested him after 7 days to see if the medication had worked. He didn't show any signs anymore. He was better. But Steph Curry got the juice, baby. Once again, Sino was right. He the first player to get the test. He was the first person to get the shot. He was the first player to get the shot. The NBA cannot have their star players coming down with it. If Steph Curry, Giannis, or LeBron, or, well, they could survive a Kawhi, but if those three get it, hell to the no. That cannot happen. Yeah, I told you. H Money, remember? I told you this day would happen. They think I just make this stuff up. I mean, I've been fed wrong information before. I remember I did one video, somebody fed me some it was wrong information from the jump. But in the video, we actually find out that, because it was a live stream, and we found out that it was false once we got back and looked it up. But people only remember the title. So they was like, you said that was this and that. I forgot what it was, but everybody jumped down my throat. I'm like, you got to watch the video. We actually said it in the video that, okay, this is wrong. We went and found out they gave me wrong information. That it was an old rumor that was proved to be false, but the person wanted to feed me something wrong so I can go out, and I never really used them or talked to them again. Come to find out, the person wanted some money. I'm like, some money? What am I paying you for? What am I paying you some money for? That's stupid. Why do I think YouTube don't send the notifications? That's a good question. The NBA has a partnership deal with the with YouTube TV and media. ESPN has a deal with YouTube. So if you're not kissing the butt of the top players in the NBA from the ESPN and the NBA, a lot of them ain't gonna like me too much because I don't, go with the agenda. If I fall in line and just do what they want in the agenda, then, people will all see my videos. We will have no problems. We wouldn't have no no notification issues. No, I don't know why. It just wouldn't load. We wouldn't have any of these problems that you have seen over the years. But we just got to move forward. But that's why I tell you guys, hit the like button coming through the door. That's free. I don't charge you anything. Most of you guys have donated to the Stream Lab. You guys have hit up the Cash App. You guys have been doing tremendous. I applaud you guys, man, because you guys are keeping me in the game. And it's harder for them to sabotage me because I'm in the game. I'm like, if these people keep fighting for me, I'm going to keep fighting to get them information. As much as I get, I got to give it to the people. Because they saying they want to be informed. They don't want to walk around here being confused. But my thing is, why does Steph have a need to come out and make that statement? Because they want Steph Curry to be the face of it. Why not LeBron James? Why LeBron's not doing it? Steph Curry did a sit down with the doctors and interviewed them and asked questions and answers, you know, with the doctor telling them what to do, what not to do in this whole situation. Steph Curry, not LeBron James. Why is that? Why wouldn't they have LeBron do it? The biggest name, biggest face. Why he ain't doing no Skype call with the doctor? Why Steph? Why Steph is out here with all the doctors? Yeah, LeBron might have been drunk doing the whole live thing. Because he was the one that was with the doctors. The doctors seen him. He should have left her for Ross Gold. He didn't love Ross Gold. Ross Gold, she loved her some Steph. I just showed you in the video before this, in the Michael Jordan video, and showed you how it was in the 80s. Somebody's like, what was the point of this video? It's to show you how the NBA changed. They were riding in first class on planes, but they were riding public transportation, basically. They were renting buses. They getting their toes wrapped in the hotel room. They ain't even doing it in the locker. They doing it in the hotel room. Staying in 3-star hotels. They gambling on the buses, the planes, the whole nine. That's a bad thing for a player to be dating in basketball. That's like tacky. You have an affair with the sideline reporter. You don't you don't date them. It's bad for your career. Aisha thought she was getting too friendly with Steph. She had to step on in. No, Steph has his moves. He have his mood swings. He gets tired of Aisha at times. Now, no. The bloom is off the rose now. He still loves some Aisha. Don't get him wrong. That's his first love. Like his first love, and he really wanted her and he got her. So don't think he don't love her. That's not even close to the point. He loves some Aisha. Now, his main problem is the fact that now he's been around her for all these years. It ain't all this. I'll put down my coat so you can walk over a puddle. There's a puddle. Let me lay down my jacket. Go on here, step over the puddle. It's gonna be, well, you better get the hell around it. The hell I'm gonna get my jacket all wet for? Well, then forget it. You're going to get your shoes wet then. It's at that point now. All that extra stuff going around the car to open the door to let her out. She's like, you ain't gonna open my door? You see all this stuff in my hand? Girl, just open the door. Come on. Did that enough when I was trying to get you. I got you now. Can't open the door for you all the time. See me with all these bags? Oh yeah, Aisha went on a diet because everybody was talking about her being fat and all that because her face. She's naturally got a pie face. So she went on some new, all this organic diet thing she's on, and now she looks like just completely drained of everything. I'm like, I never really was big on her, not me. Everybody else was at first. But that's his wife. His wife, his life. His choice, his voice. Here's the thing. Giannis would have never been able to do anything in the 90s. Giannis would have been taken out of his game. He would have had to incorporate a jump shot early. That's not, don't get me wrong, he got explosive talent, but he's made for today's league. He's not made for the league back in the 90s and that era. That's not for him. Like the 98 Jordan, all that stuff, back then they could clog the lane. They could double and triple team you. You ain't gonna be able to just jump in and dunk on nobody. They could put you to the floor. For real. You're gonna have to incorporate some skills and some jump shots and post-game moves, hook shots. You just can't come down the lane no more. And that's by them trying to increase scoring, by changing the rules so that the scores can be high. I think that's gonna bring more excitement to the game. That stupidity has ruined the game. Okay? That stupidity has ruined the game of basketball because it's not exciting anymore. It used to be exciting to see a player go up and dunk on three people. Boom! Now you got a poster. Now you got one guy coming down the lane to dunk, and if he dunk on one guy trying to block it, man, that's great. But the other people trying to get out of the way. I don't want to be in the poster. You're like, that's your job, is to try to stop him from dunking the damn ball. So now you got a guy dunking a basketball with nobody really contesting him. Now if somebody try to swing for the ball and somebody move it and you hit him in the head, you eject it. It's like, what? Yeah, he's ejected and he's gonna get fined $20,000. You like, I was swiping for the ball and he just moved it, but I was going for the ball. Yeah, but you made contact to the head, so it's automatic ejection. New rules. All of this so that LeBron James can stay relevant and stay in the game. Because if the rules were the older ways, he can't do anything. He can't get by this. They had Zubac guarding him, and Zubac was staying with him. He can't even blow by Zubac. So all of this training and weightlifting, what is it for? And for everybody out there, don't forget to hit the like button. Dirk changed the game. Dirk didn't change anything. Dirk is great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he abused Scottie Pippen when Scottie Pippen was a young kid, and he abused Scottie Pippen at a shoot around before, and they played a game and it was not fair, and they knew Dirk was gonna be the for real deal. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I always look at things a little differently than other people. I think Shaquille O'Neal was one of the most overrated players before LeBron. If you want to talk about it, I hate when my phone's sitting right next to the charger and it's not on it. And I didn't think I didn't put it on the charger, which I should have done. Oh, what we gonna do is we gonna start a whole series of player versus player. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So we gonna be seeing matchups. And I did find that game. It was in '94 when Spreewell went up against Penny Hardaway. I did find that game. Man, that was a great game. Now they need to show that on NBA TV. So everybody's free to make suggestions for player versus player. And these are going to be some tight comparisons. Tight comparisons. I'm trying to think if I should do that StreamYard, or should I just make those just live, just regular live stream videos? We already did Luca versus Jordan. And according to you, Luca won. Regular live stream, okay. You might see some combinations that you probably have never thought about before in your life. But we will do those. Mac Fat is back. Where have you been, man? Why you haven't been on the StreamYard? I thought you got hit with the COVID. I did see that Marbury documentary somewhere. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I got to get ready to watch that For Life episode. I missed the last one, so I'm going to have to check that out. Luca versus Larry Bird. We've already done that one on the live stream. Kobe Bryant versus Luca. Why you didn't say that one? I mean, since you guys are my loyal subjects who's here no matter what, we're going to do one right here, right now. How about that? Why even waste the video and do it? Let's do one right here, right now, live. Y'all down? You guys are my loyal subjects and dearest supporters. That's right, Frank. I'm the king. He was like, subjects, I am royalty. All right. Here we go. First one for free. Home the video is on the house. Kevin Johnson KJ versus Gary Payton GP. Gary Payton or Kevin Johnson. KJ, one of the most underrated point guards in the NBA, did not get credit for beating the Showtime Lakers, putting them out the playoffs. The guy that put a whooping on Allen Iverson. The first guy to ever put a whooping on AI. AI told you that himself. AI said he cried. He cried. That was the first time any player has ever beat him on a basketball court. It really owned him. KJ put up like 30-something on him. Kevin Johnson could play defense. He wasn't as good as Gary, and he wasn't as athletic as Gary. He could jump and dunk, though. He could jump out the gym. Gary wasn't a high leaper. But what Gary could do is get into the creases quicker. He had great twitch muscles, and he could get right into the twitches. Get right into the creases faster than Kevin Johnson could. So he was quicker with the ball and his decision making. Assists. KJ could get assists. See, KJ just played for Phoenix. And when you play for Phoenix with Tom Chambers and all those guys, you had Eddie Johnson over there. He made those guys so much better playing with him. He made the game a lot easier for a lot of them. And they had a lot of successful years when people didn't think Phoenix was going to be anything. I mean, West was a powerhouse with Phoenix. He's played there for years because of KJ. KJ made sure West was going to get some opportunities to get the ball. That guy couldn't get his own shot. Now, he really looked like Brother Man from the fifth floor. Yo, man, I'm Bruh Man from the fifth floor. But what KJ could do offensively, Gary couldn't do. KJ was a better scorer from further out. He could hit a three. He can get to the lanes, a better shooter. Gary had to evolve and work on his jump shot. And Gary later in his career became a better shooter because they would start to leave Gary Payton open and he started making them pay for leaving them open. But his ability to control the entire floor, he had that a little bit better than KJ. KJ would work with 2 or 3 guys and try to move them and get them in position to do things. But Gary commanded the floor. He was the ring general. There was one leader, and that was Gary. It was going to be Gary's way and no other way. And he let you know it. So if I had to pick one of the two, I'm going to go with Gary Payton. I'm going to go with GP. Because even if we lose, we're going to party at his house and have a great night when it's all over. KJ is going to be, driving around high schools. We can't have that. And therefore, we going around, we riding with my man GP. Yes, sir. So I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, the Patreon is cracking right now. We talking about who's the real father of Puff's kid. No, yeah, it's a whole bunch of craziness. Plus, some very informative stuff is on there today, too. You get to find out why the coronavirus is killing a lot of African Americans and people of color more than anybody else.